Well, hello everybody. Welcome back into the Bear's Den for a Sunday kind of gardeny looker around. I know last week was all train stuff, right? And most folks come here expecting to see pepper plants, aquaponics, AeroGardens, things of that nature. This week, your expectations will be fulfilled. That said, it's not good to have too much as far as expectations for this channel. I'm a pretty random sort of guy. Today, three things for sure I want to do today. One, I got some mail to open from JR, so I'm really excited about that because he let me know that was coming. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Two, I want to show you what's going on with the Aquaponic Garden downstairs because for whatever reason, it looks like my sage has started to flower down there, so that's actually really exciting to me. And three, although it'll probably happen in position number 2 because we're already upstairs in the den, I want to get started on the next AeroGarden project. The last one was to kind of check out seed starting and things like that. You know, the seeds I want to start, not necessarily the ones that AeroGarden is expecting people to grow, right? So this time around, well, hang on, I'll show you what I got. Whoa! I got computer cords on the floor. That's what I got. That was almost a very expensive step. Get the reading glasses on here. So yes, I have mail from JR, so many thanks. We'll get into that in a second. But I also got this AeroGarden pepper seed pod kit. Now, I have 6 pod AeroGardens, 33 in the seed starting tray, but 6 pods. Anyway, this, I believe I ordered a 9 pod kit because it was like basically the same price. So I figured, why not? I can always save the other pods for a little bit later. And this one, let me see here. All right, according to this, we've got mini jalapenos, purple super hot peppers, which look an awful lot like those Bolivian rainbow peppers that I had years ago, and red fire Thai peppers. So, germination test date 3/2019, sell by date 3/2020. So in theory, these should all still be good. So we're definitely going to get started on some of these. But the goal with the AeroGarden this time around is to see if it can actually go from seeds to producing fruit, because the monster bad brains that I had in there never did anything but put on flowers. But in its defense, that's all it's done in the planter too. The same, like I've only had one actual pepper plant or pepper pod from any of the 3 or 4 different bad brains peppers that I've got. So my thinking is these are the plant varieties that AeroGarden has chosen, so they should be productive inside the AeroGarden proper, right? Like, that's my theory. So hopefully it'll work. We'll give it a test. I'm going to use the Chrome AeroGarden. I'm going to set that up over here beside the seed starting garden, so just all the lights are in one place. And on that note, I may or may not have another light coming to test. I guess somebody saw me unboxing the Sansi light, and they're offering to send me well, they claim it's a 1,000 watt LED, but those are in fact 200 watts of genuine power usage. So we'll see if they actually send that out. I may have another light to test for you guys, and if not, well, it's just another email that went wildly astray. There have been a few of those, but okay, let's get started with the mail call from JR and just kind of see what we've got going there. So, all right, open up this mailer here. I've got a knife in my hand and I probably should use it, but I don't want to damage anything that could be inside it. It's just kind of a backup safety plan. All right. Yeah, pepper seeds, just as he promised. That is totally awesome. Thank you very much, JR. I'm not going to put the string of numbers after it, but you know who you are, and anybody who reads my comments regularly probably knows who you are as well. Now, you mentioned at least one of the varieties, but it escapes me at the moment, so let's just see. Big Yellow Mama, that should be fun. I love these assortments that you guys send me. It's fantastic. Trinidad bean peppers, that ought to be fun. 7-pot douglas, all right. That is gonna hurt, is what that is. Moruga Scorpion Red, right on, right on. Carolina Reaper chocolate. Ooh, thank you very much. I am completely out of Reaper seeds, so that is killer fantastic. Trinidad perfume, very cool. Peach Peppadew. Peach Peppadew. All right. Well, that sounds like it's probably nice and sweet. I'm betting there's going to be some burn on that. Chocolate Bootla, excellent, because I planted my way out of the seeds for those too. And Bikino Red. Okay. Not sure, I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that first one right, but that is super cool. Thank you very much for the variety of pepper seeds, JR. I look forward to giving some of these a try, and you can tell that you know my success rate because you sent me lots of seeds of each type. So that is greatly appreciated. Hopefully with the little black AeroGarden and the seed tray, I should be able to get more pepper starts out of my pepper seeds than I have historically, but we'll see. Carolina Reaper chocolate. It's perfect timing too, because I was just kind of thinking I'm gonna need to get that first batch of pepper seeds off soon, because I think the ones that went out last year were started around February. So I'm gonna want to give my main batch started then, but I think I'm gonna want to get the harder ones started a little bit sooner. So that's probably before New Year's. We'll see. But now, you know, I've got some fun ones here. You know, Chocolate Bootla for sure, Carolina Reaper chocolate. I mean, how can I pass up the opportunity to plant some of these? So I'm gonna put these in the roulette wheel, because some of these will be chosen, and mostly we're gonna run the roulette wheel for just kind of a random variety to see what that first batch of peppers is gonna be. The second batch of peppers that I'm starting hopefully beginning of February, middle of February, we'll see. That's probably gonna be my main blocks of peppers. And right now, I'm looking at trying to regrow some of those lemon habaneros that did so well for me last year. And I've also got some seeds for some cherry bomb peppers that did very well, a block over and a block up. A gentleman I work with grew some just beautiful cherry bombs and cayennes, gave me some of them. I'm very appreciative, thank you very much. But yeah, so I did of course save some of the seeds from those cherry bombs, and I want to do a nice block of them. So probably half of the seed tray will be cherry bombs, half of the seed tray will be my lemon habs, and we'll see what we get. You know, last year one tray I ended up with like 40 some odd plants out of that because of double ups. Anywhere a second one popped up, I snipped it and stuck it in there. Most of them rooted. It was freakishly phenomenal. I was just killer excited about that. So yes, thank you very much, JR. It is going to be a blast getting going on those. Now, I guess, to open this and kind of decide which ones I'm going to go with. Shocks, I know, would like to see me give the mini jalapenos a go, because around here we really like them jalapeno poppers, you know, bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers in particular. So good. I love me some bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. Now let's double check. Get that down in the garbage over there. I'm actually a little more organized than it looks like. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Okay, so we open it up, and hopefully I'm not going to knock everything on the floor doing this. Look inside, we've got our instructions, we've got some plant food, and we've got 3, looks like I've got a full 9 pods in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, well, I've got a 6, well, let's just move over to the AeroGarden for this, shall we? All right, so right now in the AeroGarden, we've got the last herb that I kind of tried to plant in here. It finally does look like a mint, and I am quite pleased, because I thought for a while there it was going to be an oregano. But as was pointed out to me, oregano and mint they're basically in the same family of herbs, so one shouldn't be too surprised by that. Now, I need to pull that out before I get anything else going. So I'll just grab a handy dandy double cup here. So I don't want to drip into all of these seeds. These may not be the best place for this. I'm thinking a cutting board or some kind of cookie tray under this. Probably going to happen shortly after I finish making this video. But for right now, Oh, jeepers, look at the roots on that mint. Tangled up in something. That is beautiful, though. Gonna need to find somewhere to put that. Yeah, maybe I can get it a little bit closer. Nah, because of the light, you can't really tell, but this is looking much more like a mint. So that is wonderful. Now, I've got a couple of others I've got to pull out here. You know what? I'm going to pull them all out. Because I think what I'm going to do, which totally wasn't my plan at all, but you know, plans change on my channel. That's just the way it goes. I'm actually going to plant 2 of each type of pepper so that all 3 varieties are given a fair chance to grow. And then I'll leave 2 of them in here and transfer the other 4 pepper plants into soil, and that hopefully should work well. So first up, we've got a mini jalapeno. It claims it sprouts in 8 to 14 days. That's pretty quick for a pepper plant to sprout, but hey, in theory they've researched this one. Come on, get in there. And they should know what we're talking about. So I'm going to put the cap on that. All right, mini jalapeno. Purple Super Hot. I'm going to throw one of these in the middle because both of the Purple Super Hots, and I'm just going to boldly assume that they're both going to sprout for me. Both of the Purple Super Hots are going to end up in soil just because they remind me so much of the Bolivian rainbows. And I would really like to see that carry through. Another mini jalapeno. So that's going to go on this edge here. Get a dome on that little puppy. All right. Purple Super Hot. That goes in the middle. And a dome on that one. So it was like $27, I think, for these 9 peppers. Purple Super Hot. Okay, that one goes to the side. Mini jalapeno also to the side. Red fire pepper. 8 to 14 days. Okay. Oh, interestingly enough, and I didn't notice it putting them in, the Purple Super Hot claims it takes 12 to 21 days to sprout. So I guess these 2 on the edges will be popping up before those 2 in the middle will. Such is life. You know, it's one of those things. I probably should have read that before I went plunking these in. But, so the setup we have now, just, you know, to recap here, we've got 2 mini jalapenos, we've got 2 Purple Super Hots that I say look very much like those, whoopsie, Bolivian rainbow peppers, and then we've got 2 red Thai fire peppers. So that should be good. If this works, like I say, we'll leave 1 jalapeno in here, and we'll leave 1 of the Thai super hot peppers in here. Red fire peppers, pardon me. Thai peppers are they're hots, but they're not super hots. And then yeah, these Purple Super Hots, both going to come out. But with 1 plant on either side, I think we're giving it the best opportunity for this garden to actually go through with full production. Should keep the roots fairly separated and give me, you know, enough room to actually access the water panel, keep my nutrients properly dealt with and everything here. So we'll go through here and restart the garden. Let's see if I can, nope, wrong button for that. Up and down arrows to select, yeah, set clock, nope. So start a garden, okay. Start a garden in 2 easy steps. Set the clock, already done. But it's messing with me. So, according to the one beside us here, it is 2:35 p.m. I'm not sure that's entirely accurate, but I'll take it. At least they'll be in sync with each other. Come on now. You gotta be very light touching the buttons on this AeroGarden Elite Harvest Classic, or AeroGarden Harvest Elite. I guess that's the black one is the Classic. And a person could easily think that these buttons don't work just because you gotta be so gentle with them to work. But, okay, clock is set. Press the little button to continue. Select plant type. Herbs, nope. 24 hours late, nope. Flowers, veggies. I think technically pepper is a fruit. Salads, 6.5. Herbs. Fruit doesn't seem to be an option, so we're going to slap this onto veggies for now. If anybody knows a better setting for peppers to actually produce in here, let me know. The other options are like 16.5, 17.5, or 16.5, 17 hours, or 24 hours, which it seems a little intense for me. So we're going to start this at veggies, 16 hours of light. Veggie garden set. All right, day 0, 14 days till it needs new nutrients, except it has no nutrients in there at all right now. So we are going to take care of that as soon as I find my open thing of nutrients. Trick question, I used them both up already. All right, so we're going to vigorously shake our plant food here. I don't know about y'all, but I can never get these little tinfoil caps off. Never fails to, right? Like, you give yourself a good manicure, before you know it, you need them nails back again, don't you? I'm gonna get savage and just stab this thing pretty soon. Where did my knife go? Oh, here's a knife. Here a knife, there a knife, everywhere a knife, knife. One would almost think I'm obsessed with knives, but they're just convenient. Okay, so that to the garbage. This has been well shaken. So we're going to put in 2 capfuls. Then I'm going to top up the water in that AeroGarden. We can take a quick look around at what else is growing in the den, and then boot on down to the dungeon so I can show you how the aquaponics is doing. And I'm actually quite thrilled with a couple of things going on in the aquaponics right now, so that will be good. We're gonna, nope, gotta water that up. All right. Fill to here. Almost there. Come on. You can do it. It's all up to you, okay? Okay. Come on. All right, so 8 to 14 days for the outside peppers, 12 to 21 for the inside peppers. We'll see how long it actually takes, but conveniently, you know, those are basically measurements of weeks, and we're back here every Sunday. So, should be pretty easy to keep an eye on that. Drop that down. I mean, technically, I guess it doesn't need its light on right now, but I'm just going to let it do its proper thing. And over here, let's see. You can sort of see this anyway. I've got a lot of these oregano cuttings in the back are starting to actually develop roots for me. One of these sage cuttings I was mucking about with, it looks like it's developing some roots too. Yeah, this one here. So that, I think, is going to go with our mint. Actually, you know what? This sage going downstairs to the aquaponics. All right, so here we are downstairs in my aquaponic dungeon, mwahaha, where, as always, I've got a few too many things kicking around and sitting in my way, but no big deal. Here we can see that basil that I transplanted in here a couple of weeks ago. It's looking a little on the light green side. I did put a bit of iron in here, and it does look like we're getting some dark green growing back in. The thyme is not looking great. I don't know if you can really see that. Mint is in the way. Get out of the way, mint. Can you see the thyme here? Not really. Thyme's not looking too fantastic, but the sage here got flowers up all over the top of it here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Not quite sure why it's going into flower. Could be the temperature down here. I think this is running on a 16-hour light cycle. So I mean, that should be okay. Everything else seems to be doing just fine with it. I mean, we got the lemon tree that you can't see here, but this mint is just going crazy. I think it's going to be time to trim the aquaponic mint to give the chickens a little bit of feed soon. You can't really see the parsley off the edge of the shot here. It's a little bit spotted, but it's doing okay. And the oregano in here is, again, kind of light green in its growth, but mostly doing okay. So I wanted to put our new sage into the aquaponic garden here. From the aquaponics you came to the aquaponics you shall return. And it is so easy putting these plants into the aquaponics. I mean, really, done, right? So that is rooted. It should be okay. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't do just fine. I mean, this sage here, we've got smaller leaves growing on it because it's under fluorescent light, right? These aren't even high-intensity LEDs or anything. If they send me that new one, I might put that here. Actually, that would be great. If they do send me that, the most recent one I got email about, we might just drop it right on top of this garden. Bam! 1,000-watt equivalent LED light blasting away at these herbs. Ought to be pretty good. Ought to produce some pretty decent results. So yeah, I've got that other mint I brought down here. But with this one doing as well as it is, I don't necessarily think we need another aquaponic mint. So I might just plunk that in with the coffee tree over here as just kind of a little side project, because I keep putting more and more plants together just to kind of see how they can all do with each other. So yeah, we'll see. Let's take a look at the Darwin table while we're down here. So here you can see I put all of the kalanchoes that were in those red solo cups into a single planter. So if they're going to make the soil toxic, they can do it to each other, and that'll be fine. Panning over, we've got the 17-watt household fluorescent there. So now my oregano, I came down here the other day and this was just looking so hurting. It had dried up so bad, but it does look kind of like it's trying to come back. And then of course we've got a bunch of spider plants that are just kind of trucking around in various states here on the Darwin table as well. Surviving. And of course my reflective insulative barriers there. Ooh, and the aquaponic garden turns itself on. Alright, well it kind of feels like this video is a little bit on the longer side already, so I should probably wrap it up there. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in the winter gardens and just trying to keep my sanity as I wait for the sun to come back. But the 21st is coming soon, so as of the solstice our days start getting longer again, which makes me a very happy bear. So all right, I hope to see you guys as we move forward into the garden season and into the 2020 season and all of that fun stuff. Don't forget to check out all the other channels. I'm getting a little more active on Bear Family Farms. I got some stuff to put up on the outdoor channel. Got a lot of cooking stuff I need to do on the Bear in the Kitchen channel. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff going on. Hopefully I'll get it shared. Hopefully I'll get it posted. Time's a little precious these days, but I really do enjoy it when I get the opportunity to spend a little bit of time with you guys. So yeah, much love everybody. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, take care of the things the universe puts in front of you, and we will all be back together next weekend. All right.